Hey, Guido coming at you with a replay analysis for LpBronco driving his VK3001 Delta, a German Tier 6 medium tank. Pretty fantastic little tank, actually. And right off the bat, we have people shooting each other, so that's always fun. Thanks for that. And maybe a little indecision from LP on what to do. And he's going to zoom forward a little bit. He's going to elect to get up on the side here. Actually, he elects to type. Come on, LP, you got to get up front, start fighting. There's no need to type or talk or do any of this. Plus, we're sort of camping in the back. All right, so now we're getting up there and looking for a shot, and we're way up on the side of a hill doing a little mountain goating. I think he might have had a shot there. I'm not sure if he was behind something or what. And we're sitting on the hill. There's KV1 kind of moving up on this side. Looks like the M4 is pretty far forward. And we're just surveying what's going on. We'll go chipmunk speed here. Alright, so right off the bat I would say a lot of time spent camping at the cap. I would avoid doing that. Medium should get up front, take some of the key terrain. If things are looking bad, you can run. Alright, so we've got a KV1 here, and there's the M4, which has his attention. And LP is going to do a pretty classic mistake, make a pretty classic mistake right here. He's going to use the incorrect tactic, which is an advanced kind of tactic, when there's two tanks taking on a guy right here. And what he's going to do is he's going to come raging in, and then he's going to try to circle. But he gets blapped by the KV1 using the derp. Loses a gunner, loses the ammo rack, and now we're playing the circle game. When in reality, all we really needed to do was come up to that corner, hit him while he's not looking, and then that would allow the M4 to come around behind him and start working on it. And at least then you'd have had your front towards him with that derp gun, and you probably would have taken a lot less damage than the 400 odd you did getting shot in the side with the HE. In fact, now you're going to eat another one because that derp gun actually reloads fairly quickly. Then he rams you. So really not required right there. Lost a lot of hit points. A lot of hit points taking him on. So now we're kind of crippled right off the bat on this game. We're going to go forward again. Chipmunk speed. Battle's progressing. Looks like the town's about to lose. Takes a look at a guy camping up there. And then comes back to his cap. So we've not really moved very far from cap. Probably not a bad idea now that you give up all the hit points. There's no reason to go running into town. So you're going to wait for some guys to show up. Take a shot here. That's a good shot. Lead fire, man. You need some lead fire. Yeah, you got to lead the moving tanks. You can't just aim straight at them like that, especially at that range. Obviously, the faster the shell velocity and the closer you are, and the less line of sight, meaning movement right to left, you can point right at guys. But in a case like that, you definitely needed to at least point at the front of the tank as opposed to the middle / back of the tank. Now, this team's starting to lose. There is a lot of arty there, so you probably don't want to get spotted. This is not a terrible spot. I was looking at it. Problem is, if anyone comes around, they are going to have shots at you. You're going to have a hard time hiding, because if you back up, you actually lift your tank up a little bit. Still not terrible. And you are working with the Nashorn over there. Alright, here we go. A couple togs up here. A bounce. A shot, a track, and a pen, which is going to make him much easier to hit. And you just start tearing togs apart. This is quite fortunate right here. He decides to try to get away. Doesn't work. This dude's been tore up, and we take him down. So nice work there. Now we've just got an IS and a TOG 2 left to deal with. And again, not a bad idea right now. The IS is problematic. Ah, there's the TOG. What is TOG doing? No, he's behind that rock. So yeah, time to start moving now. There, we got him dead. Start moving. You got to get going. The IS was last seen way back there. Oh, here comes the 304. Alright, so react to that. That's a good idea. Him and the bishop trading shots. I think the M12 or something nukes the bishop right here, who for whatever reason doesn't move foolishly as you go by. Good job not getting near him. You probably knew he was about to get nuked. Might have got killed if you got too close. Now this is interesting to me because of the way you're looking. We're looking at your camera right now. The 304 is right there. He can't have got very far. If he turned and ran, he might be actually around the corner. But it's unlikely he's got very far. And he was last seen right there. More than likely he was trying to aim in on that bishop to take him out. And you're sort of looking off to the left, which I can't quite figure out because the threat's going to be right there. That's where he was. I'd have been looking right there the whole time. So you take a little while to kind of make sure you get a good shot. I tend to stop right there, but I think you made the right decision because Artie's going to have a harder time. Stopping right there was a very bad decision because you're still seen, and I think there's actually an explosion behind you. There you go. So I'd have kept going and try to spoil that IS's shot. Yeah, you don't want to go with the IS. He's on good hit points, so not a bad decision coming up and around here. And I would probably skedaddle as well. You don't really want to face off the IS. Plus he's got the Artie backing him up, and you're just a splash. So this is a good decision to get out of here. So you got two choices now, really. You can go back to his cap and try to find his Artie, or you can try to spot him, get some shots, and maybe get some Artie help from your Artie. I tend to worry about the tank more than the Artie in this situation because he's actually the biggest threat. Artie is so RNG based, but it looks like you're deciding to go back towards the M12. For my money, I'd have come up through here, crossed this bridge, and got up into this area. It's unlikely the IS is going to come straight up this way. He's probably working either up to your cap or coming back this way. From this middle section, you're well able to flex in any direction. You obviously just have to be careful about not coming face to face with the IS. What you're doing at least isolates everything to the north of you, and there's the IS right there doing kind of what I said. So had you been up here, maybe an opportunity to get some shots or help out here, and unfortunately your Nashorn gets killed. So now we're going to switch. We'll go chipmunk speed here. Now you're moving back towards the middle, which I think is a good idea. And cut back. Okay, fair enough. If the M12 ends up seeing you, with both of them knowing where you are, you're probably not going to last very long. Head all the way back down here. And now we're coming up the middle, which I think is a good deal. Try to get some lights on this IS and figure out what's going on. Interestingly, your M44 is moving up to help. Ah, there he is. Alright, so let's go in there and let's try to find this guy. Now, here's something that if you have the zoom out mod that can help you. This is basically as far as you zoom out right here. And what you want to know about this IS is what is he doing? He's probably looking at the M44. But go ahead and, if you got the zoom out mod, turn around and look and see, alright, where's that guy pointing? Oh, his turret's pointing away. Alright, that's an opportunity. You could cut hard, come up over there, use some of that decent depression, and pop him when he's not paying attention. So we take the long way around. He gets hit. Excellent. Just come up here and you just want to show a little bit of turret. And remember, though, that he's got the Artie. There's a hit. Slow turret. Ooh, maybe waiting a little long. Boom. Oh, he fired. Go, 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 go. You don't go. Oh, man. You had one more shot you could have put on him right there. And now you're actually just dithering around. This is completely exposed to Artie. You're very lucky he was either not loaded or not paying attention, or maybe behind a building to where he couldn't see you. Very lucky. And you just let one shot go. Now I think your plan should be to keep this guy lit and help you already take him down, but we're actually going to run completely away, so we'll go chipmunk speed again. Not a terrible decision, but I'd have been looking to light that guy up a little bit more than what you just did. Now, the counter to that obviously is the Artie is now paying attention to where you were. So at least you basically have completely changed your position, so that's not a bad idea. I'd have just been a little more aggressive. Now, I didn't notice until right here that you actually have binoculars on this tank. Man, get rid of those. Put something better. Put something offensive on that thing. Now, we're going to find this IS again. The M44 is still doing some good spotting work. Good on him. Looks like you're looking for the Artie. Not a bad plan. And it's actually an interesting situation where your binocs may actually be helping you a little bit here. Ah, there he is. Alright, so come out. Take a shot. Now back up. Did you get spotted? Nope, just stay there then. He's not going to see you. Oh, stay there. You had him. Ah, you'd have been completely zoomed in and he'd have died faster. All right. And now we're looking for the artillery. You make an interesting decision here. We'll go chipmunk speed. There he is. Critical. Critical, no damage. No track, no nothing. And we're going to come in here. We got to work on this artillery. We'll go chipmunk speed. Doesn't quite die to the splash. And as you come up here, I don't know why, but you get on cap, and that was odd to me. And plus, you're not really pointing the gun at the guy. You're just looking at where you're driving. And I'd have the gun right on him. I'd be looking at him as I drove, kind of zoomed out a little bit more than you are. I wouldn't have got on cap. He knows where you are now. Doesn't matter because you already just got him. I'd have stayed off cap. I'd have definitely gone. It's hard to zoom out here. There we go. I'd definitely gone over to the right side of the cap over there. Used that building to try to find a way in there. You would have to be very careful about being splashed, but you'd have lit him up for the arty. So he'd have died pretty quick. The other option was to go up to here or so and try to get shots down onto him hiding behind the building. But as it was, you end up winning. Good game, just a few things to throw in there. I'd be more aggressive at the beginning than you were. Nice job flexing back. Oh, let's get back to the KV-1. Yeah, that was a poor decision to try to run around that guy. Could have easily taken him out from two directions without exposing yourself that much in that case. Good job coming back here, dealing with the guys coming through the town. Took the long way. I'd have been a little more aggressive in the middle. As it was, it wasn't bad. You left a shot on the table there that you could have had. You might have even been able to dive off there and get two shots into him before he reloaded and kill him off, potentially. He was a two-shot. Yeah, took you two shots to kill him. So definitely could have done that. And then we talked about coming up here and working on the artillery. And, man, get rid of those stupid binoculars, man. Put something offensive on that tank. I hope this helps. If you guys like what you see here, go ahead and subscribe, and we will see you.